Hi there, it's Luke from Genuine Physio, and in today's video I'm going to take you through 5 signs and symptoms that you can work through with me whilst you're watching the video to work out if you have tennis elbow or not. And we're starting right now. Now it might sound obvious, but symptom number 1 is pain, and we are looking for localized pain and tenderness over the lateral epicondyle. Now, if you do have a look for information about tennis elbow online, you may also see it referred to as lateral epicondylitis, and that just refers to inflammation around the lateral epicondyle. So the lateral epicondyle is this area of the elbow here, and tennis elbow typically reproduces localized pain in this area. It tends not to bring on pain up the arm, it tends not to bring on too much referred pain down into the forearm, although it can. We would not expect to see symptoms like burning, pins and needles, numbness or tingling if you have tennis elbow. The second symptom, which you can have a go at with me, is tenderness on palpation. So that area of inflammation over the lateral epicondyle is often painful to touch or prod. So have a feel around the bony prominence on the outside of the elbow with your thumb and work through that area. It's not a massive area that you're feeling for, but typically if you do have tennis elbow, particularly if it's sensitive, you will not like any pressure being put through that lateral epicondyle, and this could be a further sign that you do have tennis elbow. Tennis elbow is a condition that affects your wrist extensors. So your wrist extensors are the group of muscles that sit on top of the forearm, and they are responsible for this movement. So when you lift the wrist up off the table like so, that is wrist extension. Now, it's a problem with the amount of load that the wrist extensors can tolerate, and they don't like being put under too much load. So another thing that you can try to work out if you have it is to put those tendons under a little bit of load. So you can do this by using your unaffected hand. You're just going to pop it on top of the affected hand, and you're basically going to try and do that movement and resist into the pressure. So if you pop your left hand on top of your right hand, if the right hand is the sore one, you're going to push up, you're going to hold for 5, and if you start to feel discomfort developing around the outside of the elbow, that could be a further sign that you have tennis elbow. The fourth sign that is consistent with tennis elbow is putting the wrist extensors on a stretch. So we put them under load, now we're going to put them on a stretch. So how you would do that is you would straighten the elbow, again you're going to use your other hand, and if wrist extension is the movement that the muscles are responsible for, the opposite needs to happen in order to stretch them. So you're going to get your hand in a bent position and you're just going to pull on it, and again you're going to hold for a few seconds. If you have tennis elbow, you may find some discomfort or pain start to develop as you hold that stretch over the outside of the elbow once again. And the fifth symptom that we can work through together is activity with load that improves when you bend your elbow but gets worse when you straighten your elbow. So I'm going to show you what I mean. So my guess is if you have tennis elbow and you lift load, you will have less pain when you do it with a bent elbow, and that is because these tendons attach onto the outside of the elbow. They are under most load when your elbow is straight, and they are under less load when your elbow is bent. So you can try and lift something up relatively lightly or that is relatively light at home, and I want you to try and hold it with a bent elbow, see how it feels, and then what I would expect to happen is that symptom, that pain or discomfort around the outside of the elbow will increase if you do it with a straight elbow, and again it will decrease when you bend your elbow. I hope you found that video helpful. If you did, then you'll probably also find the video helpful that I have put together on exercises to improve tennis elbow. And if you did find it useful, please do subscribe to the channel and like it so more people see the content that you found helpful. And whilst you're doing that, I'll see you in the next video.